Now, here's something that we didn't plan on talking about, but nevertheless, I must mention it. It is highly likely that the time between when I record this on YouTube, or broadcast it on YouTube, I should say, when I broadcast this on YouTube, and when it goes live to all the audio sites like Spotify, Twitter will have changed to the literal symbol for those who are illiterate and writing a signature. Twitter will become X. I have no idea. Of all the dumb things, I can't even explain how dumb this is. I appreciate that Musk is trying to create this all-inclusive brand of social and payments and videos and streaming and blah, whatever. Great. There is a high likelihood that Twitter will become X. In Elon Musk's own words, he's going to replace all the birds and just make it an X logo. And he, I think it was early Sunday morning, he was broadcasting some interim logo. How you put out an interim logo for one of the most recognized brands on the planet, literally, to tweet is a verb. And we're not talking about birds. To tweet is a verb. And he's just throwing that away. I don't understand. This is a whole level of just absolute uncontrolled childishness. Okay, anyways. Life goes on. We're fine. So anyways, so I may be Xing this instead of tweeting it out. I don't know. He actually tweeted, "What should we call tweets from now on?" You spent $44 billion on a company, you piece of shit. You spent $44 billion on a company. You're going to change its entire brand, and you haven't thought about what you're going to call the product? What? Once again, you know what? Let's forget Elon Musk. Let's talk about the CEO who is useless. Let's talk about the CEO who clearly has no control over this company. Elon picked a CEO who is just going to back him up days after he tweets things. He's gonna have an idea. He's gonna execute it because he's the owner. He's the sole owner, by the way. He's the owner of the company. He's gonna tweet it. He's gonna think it. He's gonna put it into action. And she's just gonna come along later and be like, "This is such a good idea. I love this." She's a rubber stamp. She's useless. And okay, this is not the point of tonight's show. But that is what's going to happen. So I just want to let everybody know that what we are probably going to get is some new thing called X. We don't quite know what that means. We don't quite know what a tweet is going to be called. We don't know what a string of tweets is. It going to be a thread? Because he's not going to use that word anymore. We know that now that Meta has taken threads, he's not going to call them Twitter threads or tweet threads or threads of anything. So what is it? My theory, and I posted this on Twitter so that everybody can recognize when I'm right. I think they're going to be called X's, which the state of Texas is going to love, and Elon Musk loved Texas. He loves Texas. The state of Texas loves Texas. And all your X's live in Texas. So he's going to call it X's. They're going to be X's. I'm going to X it. I'm going to X that. And I've got a bunch of X's in a row. So if you have 3 X's in a row, is that triple X and therefore a violation of the terms of service? I don't know. Nobody knows. Apparently Elon Musk doesn't know. Mr. Billionaire has no idea what this means because he's given 12 seconds of thought to it. And he's like, oh, good idea. And he's going to go run off and do this. So that's what we get to deal with is... I mean, this is how children think, right? This is just we're going to run off. We had an idea, and who really cares what's going to happen with it? What we're going to do is we're just going to change it, and we're going to have fun with that. And then if it breaks, oh, well, not my problem. Okay, great. That's Twitter for you. That's what we're doing now. Welcome to, I'm sorry, that's X now. So X is going to be a thing. Probably, but he said sometime Sunday night, and this usually gets broadcast on the audio gets broadcast on Monday mornings, 4 a.m. Pacific time. So by the time that happens, yeah, we've got a new Twitter logo, which he even called, the file is called interim logo. Fuck is an interim logo? I just okay. I'm breathing. I am not what. This is what you can do with $100 billion, and he's worth what, 200 billion now? I forget because I honestly don't give a shit. I don't track his net worth because it's just ridiculous to keep up with. But this is what you can do. You can fire thousands of people because you feel like it, and then you can change the company name because you feel like it to something you haven't thought of for more than 4 seconds. I realize that I'm making the time of his thought process smaller and smaller, but that's, I think, fair. But that's just me. So let's talk about the rest of the important things of tonight. We've wasted 8 minutes on this stupid topic, and whatever. I'll exit. How does that even make sense? I'm leaving? Great. If I'm going to exit instead of tweet it means I'm going to tweet. If I exit, that means I'm leaving. Is that really what you want your users to be saying? I'm leaving 1,000 times a day? Oh, I'm sorry. We can't do it 1,000 times today because if you're not a verified Twitter user, you can't see 1,000 tweets. Oh, I mean X's. I mean, you can see 1,000 X's, but that just makes you a pimp. I don't understand this.